Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we are going to be doing a little bit of a realistic role play where we have the Titanius Maximus, aka the Titan, and we have a custom crawler behind it. Now, we have a couple of things done to that custom crawler that should promote a pretty good level of realism in terms of what we're going for. Now, I opted for the collision axle variant, which means whenever the axles hit a rock or hit a bump or hit a stump or something, that collision will actually register rather than just phasing through. Now, I also do not have the maximum power engine. I have the mid-grade engine on the crawler, so hopefully with those things done to the crawler, it'll give a pretty realistic experience, or at least a little bit more realistic than it would be if we just, like, bombed up every obstacle in our way. Now, the Titanius Maximus, I've added a couple of things here and there. It's got the lifted towing suspension because I wanted to use the lifted gooseneck, just in case we had to go somewhere where the back of the trailer would drag. But with that being said, let's go ahead and fire it up and see what we can find. Now, we are on, like I said before, the second map in the Wisconsin region. So we are running a Phase 3 map right now on the PTS, and I'm really excited to see what we can find. Now, I haven't used this truck in a while, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's a wonderful looking truck, and I think it's kind of been overshadowed by some other trucks as of late, but honestly, it's a really good truck, and it's a truck that really, deserves revisiting. Now, let's see if the trailer is gonna behave itself, because that collision axle variant of the crawler is a lot heavier than the standard one. This map is absolutely beautiful, by the way. It's an absolutely gorgeous map. The views on this map are wild, absolutely insane. And, like, the view distance itself is just, like, next level. The map is called Grainwoods River, and like I said before, the views of just, like, what you can see out here is absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely freaking mind-blowing. Now, this area over here I've been curious about before in terms of rock crawling, and there's another area this area over here, which has a bridge built already. However, there may be a way to cross the river down there. I don't know, but there could potentially be a way to cross the river. Now, whether or not we can do it with our crawler in this particular setup remains to be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and restart the afternoon. I know that part isn't very realistic of me, but bear in mind that that is the only thing I'm going to do that should be in the realm of, like, completely out of realism. So let's see what we can do. It's actually a really nice day out here, really pleasant day. So let's see. We don't want to go that way. I'm going to check the GPS real quick and make sure. Yeah, no, we do not want to go that way. We want to go towards the train station. Now, once we go towards the train station, I'm hoping that we can find sort of an area to stage our trailer and then unload the crawler and kind of blaze a bit of a trail. Now, let's go ahead and check in on the GPS one more time. All right, so I'm going to take this side trail right here, go right through the pavement, and then probably stage the trailer down there by that shed, or at least what looks like a shed. Hold the front axle off the ground for a minute. Don't worry about that. It's fine. Absolutely, completely, 100% fine. It's all good. Oh my god, we've got like half of a fallen tree. That's not joyful. Let's see if we can make our way around that real quick. Trying not to get my trailer hung up, because if I get my trailer hung up, we'll be in for a much bigger world of challenge, which there's nothing wrong with going after some challenge, but I'm looking for some challenge for the crawler, not quite for the tow rig. And I think I may have already put the tow rig in a bit more of a iffy situation than I originally thought I was going to put it in. But again, I mean, it should be okay. I got my fingers crossed right now. You can't see them, but they're crossed. Ease our way down. Hopefully we don't get too caught up in the mud. That is why I threw the boggers on this thing, because I was like, you know what? If we're going to end up having to deal with some mud, which we probably will, I want to come pretty well equipped for it, and that's why, like I said before, that's why I threw the boggers on this thing. So it's actually handling the mud super, super well. And it seems that I've distributed the weight on the trailer pretty well also. I'm not having to deal with any crazy, like, wheeling issues like some of you guys remember from my previous adventure where I actually bought that crawler, you know, out from behind that guy's house and then we drove it up the side of his shed. But, you know, that's just, like, minor details. Minor details. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and get on down to the pavement down here, and so far we're doing just fine. Having the all-wheel drive and the diff lock always enabled really does help here. It actually really helps a lot. Pulling the axle up a little bit there, but at the very least, we have one front tire on the ground at all times. That way we're not completely losing front axle grip, you know what I mean? Easy does it. There we go. Not bad. Whoa. Not bad. Oh, what? It wanted to go into reverse for a minute there. All right, now we got a little bit of a wheeling issue going on, but that's also partially due to the fact that the back of the trailer literally hooked the ground. All right, so we're coming up on the area that I'm interested in, kind of coming up on our staging area right now, and we're going to go ahead and find a good spot for the truck and trailer to park. And then once we're all staged, we're going to head out down into what I think could be a new trail. Let's throw it into high real quick. See if we can blaze through this mud. Got the back of the trailer caught up a little bit, but oh God, caught it up real bad right there. Real bad. Let's try not to do that again. Easy. There's a big beefy skid plate on this thing though, like a super beefy skid plate. Looks really good actually, like really, really, really good. All right, make my way up the rest of this little miniature hill, and we are just about good to go. There's that train bridge. That train bridge is freaking crazy. I wish we could drive across it. All right, so that's where we're going to go ahead and stage the truck. Now let's unpack, and I actually have to start the truck up again so I can put the ramps down, because for some reason, ramps still run off of PTO. They shouldn't, but they do. All right, back it up. Oh boy. Now, this is the part where I really need to be careful, because if I mess this up, there's really not much to save me. And I'm running, like I said, the collision axle variant, which is heavier and can also get stuck easier. So I really do have to find a place to start my adventure here that's not going to result in instant doom. Let's see. The best place might be on the other side. I think that's right. The best place is probably on the other side of the train tracks, and then we're going to work our way down that edge carefully, very carefully, and hopefully not turn it over. Should be able to fit in between this wall and the rocks pretty well. There you go, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Not bad. Whoa, oh God, oh boy. There you go. Now this looks promising. Somewhat promising, anyway. Oh, that river looks totally crossable down there. Easy goes it. Come on. It's steep, but it's gonna work. Wow, I did not expect that to be such a straightforward hill descent. But this is where it's gonna get interesting, because we're gonna have to make our way along this edge, and this edge is pretty sharp in terms of drop-offs. A little bit of mud down there, and as long as we don't roll over, we'll be okay. Luckily, we do have a tree to winch to right there should things go south, but I hope they don't. Now, here's where the crawler element is going to have to come into play, because, oh boy, that's a lot steeper than it looked. A lot steeper than it initially looked. Ooh! Big oof there with the damage, bud. It really only wants to go one way, so I think the move might actually have to be to drive this way and kind of cut back to the left. Let's see. Let's see. Easy. Really, bud? Really? Come on, then. All right. I guess that's not gonna happen, then. Not gonna happen for you, huh? just a little bit too steep. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a winch tug, a little bit. And there we are. So we do have really good rock traction, but that lip was just way too high. I'm gonna have to chance it because the camera's freaking out. I'm gonna have to chance that edge. Because that edge was, like, properly wacky. Oh, this is super sketch down here. This is super sketch. I do think we've found quite the interesting hidden rock crawling trail, though. Making my way up this way, bumping it into second. That was good. Ended up going over pretty well, if I do say so myself. There is a... Whoa, that's a stranded longhorn. All right. Almost flipping her over there, actually. Oh, man. Just had to get... There we go. Just had to get that back axle to come back down. If I had kept a little bit more speed, we would have been completely fine. All right. So, nice and easy. I don't know about crossing that. I don't know about crossing that. I mean, I'd like to try it, but I have a feeling we might end up in the drink if we do it. Let's see. Now, I do have to... I want to go ahead and refresh the afternoon. And, oh, that is extremely risky. That's one of those where it's like, if you make it... Oh, if you make it, you need to, like... Oh, boy. You need to think about some stuff. Let's just say that. All right, back it up. That's so risky. Oh, my God. That's so incredibly risky. Do not tell me that you can't back up at this point. Do not tell me. Okay, I was gonna say, dude, there is no way. Do not freaking tell me. Okay, there you go. Ease it on down. Not bad. Whoa, this is getting really sketchy now. That water's very deep. Woo! All right, little bit of winch action. Not a ton, but a little. Oh my God. I'm half throttle in low plus right now. Okay, just with that tiny little bit of help from the winch, you can make it this way. It's just so... Oh my... Wow. Oh my God, that is so... The water is so much deeper than it lets on right there. Wow. That is alarming, is what I would call that. Holy crap. Holy crap. When you want to talk about an intense rock crawling adventure, this is going to be a place to go, that's for sure. Wow. Can you imagine doing this in like a multiplayer situation? Oh my God, it'd be insane. Give it a little bit of tug of the winch in that direction. Okay, what happened was the tire was getting caught up underneath the lip of a rock. I was really wondering where it was getting caught up. That's wild. And even with the couple of different times we've had to winch, coming this far even is absolutely nuts. Like, I think this thing did an awesome job. And if you guys want to attempt this rock crawling trail once phase 3 drops, or if you have the PTS, like, dude, I would absolutely recommend giving it a try. Now, if you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.